and companies around the world, organizations, nonprofit organizations that, have a specific cause that they're fighting for, just really going after businesses so that, we can help get their team to feel like family, you know, um, motivate the people that you're trying to reach, you know what I'm saying? Get your whole organization wearing shirts, with motivational sayings on it and stuff like that. So, really just making that shift from, selling, how I do on Instagram, with trying to sell, to each individual, um, I'm trying to sell a shirt to each individual, but now with this shift I see is, like I said, selling to the colleges, selling a large amount of shirts in bulk, to big organizations, so that's absolutely, where I see the company headed very soon. And I think that it's something that, you know, I will make happen. It's just a pivot in the business model. But that's exactly where I see the business headed in the near future.
Right on. That's so very cool. Just to make that shift from, like you said, like you were saying, selling to the individual, shifting that to selling bulk, selling one to an individual or a couple to an individual, selling bulk to a company or corporation or, nonprofit company, like you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, I was thinking about, your company and the possibility of that, um, you know, selling a lot more. When when actually I opened my package that I got the day after I got your T-shirt, this T-shirt in the mail, I got my MS from the U.S., my new MS from the U.S. Stop MS T-shirt in the mail, and it's like I got one shirt one day and another shirt the next. But I was thinking about that, it's like they send these shirts out to all the ambassadors and all the runners for MS from the U.S. every year, and it's like, yeah, and I was reflecting on what you were saying here just a little bit ago about, you wear a T-shirt or whatever shirt, and that's, whatever message on it is what you're promoting, you know, and it's like if you have a shirt with the company's name, well, that company's getting promoted. If you have positivity and motivation on it, that's being promoted. Well, I got this shirt saying, MS Run the US logo and Stop MS. That's being promoted. It's like, yeah. What do you?
Absolutely. And that's exactly the type of thing that I'm trying to do. The type of reach that I want to be able to have, and to provide that, to many different uh, people, organizations, businesses that have a really a cause to fight for, and that's really important. That's what I want to do. Exactly what you're saying right there.
Right on, right on. Yeah, it's like um, I see guys, wearing these T-shirts that say, just I don't know, just I can't think of what I saw here recently exactly, but it said something like "F the police," or something like that, and it was totally explicit and everything. It didn't say F; it actually spelled it out, but it's like, you know,
Hmm.
that type of stuff. I've worn a couple different shirts in the past like that, and it's like, when I was younger, like late teens, early 20s, and it's like nowadays I think about that stuff and it's like, okay, you know, yeah, that shirt may seem cool if I was back there, back then, but it's like now is that really something I want to promote? No, I want to promote positivity and motivation. I want to help other people, not I want to help them rise instead of help keep them down or push them down.
Right, right, right. Absolutely, absolutely. I totally agree with that. Absolutely, 100% agree with that.
Yeah, it's like Gary, I don't know if you follow Gary Vee, but like Gary Vee talks about, leaving your legacy, and is that something you want to leave behind, or?
Yes, absolutely. I was, was thinking about, that, and when I go, it's like when you think about, there's been a lot of people you know, who've been very impactful in this world, and and when they go, they're not really spoken of, or things like that anymore, and and that's all right. I understand, as life goes on and things like that. And so when I go, I may not be spoken about and things like that, but what I would like is for the name of the company to live on, the legacy of the company to live on, and continue to you know to continue on and have that that reach, and continue to push a positive message into this world, because it's something that the world needs. Like, we're surrounded by negativity every day, you know, and that's just what just it just is what it is in the world. So to have a company that continues to push that, that message, that's where you know that's the legacy that I would like to leave behind. That is because generation after generation, that this message is being pushed into the world, and that there's you know a company like mine that will continue to you know be there for other companies and other businesses that want to push their message, without spending a million bucks on ads and stuff like that. And they want to expand their reach, and they want to show people how they're feeling, and you know express that message. I want to leave that type of legacy behind.
Yeah, well, it sounds like when you were talking earlier about your kids starting a company, starting their own company, Loop Express. It's like, sounds like that's your legacy right there. Their company.
Yes.
Along with your company, of course. But
Yes, 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 and I'm a big believer in lead by example. Because I've seen in the past, parents say do this and do that, and you have to do this, and you have to do that, but then the parent will be doing something different from what they're telling the child to do. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, I want to lead by example. This is why I went hard in school, earning you know straight A's in school and college, getting to get my master's and doing the best that I can do. You know what I'm saying? And that was really just to lead by example, to show them, you know you can do this too. So while my children are doing homework, I'm doing homework with them. you know and just like with the clothing brand, just let them see me continuously working hard and working hard and working hard. And like you said, I think that this is something that will be my legacy, just them watching and seeing what it is that I'm doing and what I stand for. And when I'm no longer here, I believe that's something that they will say, you know what, I see what my dad was doing. I see the impact that he's made. I want to continue that and have the same type of impact. So, you know, you're absolutely right.
yeah, right on. That's got to be such a good feeling to have. To have your kids follow, sort of, at least as of this point, seemingly following in your exact footsteps.
Right.
So far as the business and promoting positivity and motivation, and putting your positive mark out in the world, which
Yes.
I'm totally down with and relate to, because that's what I'm doing. Right here with my radio shows, I'm trying to put positive vibes out in the world. Positivity and gratitude. Be grateful for what you got.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's things like this that I'm totally down for, totally down with. I really don't consume my mind with anything else, that's not positive. That's how I keep a strong mindset, you know what I'm saying? Because I control what I put in my mind, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can go and listen to rap music that say F the police all day, you know what I'm saying? But that's not, that's maybe when I was younger, it was cool, like you said, but at this time in this day and age, no, no, absolutely not. I know that I control what I put in my mind, and positive energy, positive thoughts, is gonna help me out. You know what I'm saying? I can't say I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be this positive person and put, negative stuff in my mind. It's gonna be an off balance. it won't work out. You know, so just maintaining that positivity, and I appreciate what it is that you're doing as well. Like this is a really dope platform. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate it, and you having me here as well.
Right on, right on. Yeah, well, it's like, I love the positivity of your company and your attitude and everything. So, I had to have you on my show. Um, I've been actually, I had your name on my initial list of guests for my radio show here when I started at the station here about actually almost a year ago. But um, yeah, it's like it's just time goes on and um, you know makes just
Hmm.
everything. I got you on the show anyway.
Right, right, right. Now, trust me, I know how it is. Trust me, I know how it goes. Especially with the things that we do, it gets crazy. You can get drowned in so much and be like, oh my goodness, I forgot. Trust me, I'm going through it right now. I have so many things on my list that I know that I have to do, and I know there are things that just get lost.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
yeah.
right on. Okay, and before I totally forget, I what what is your just for all the viewers and listeners out there, what's your contact info if anyone wants to get in contact with you or your company or whatever?
Well, I can be email. You can email me at info@loopclothingnyc.com. That's Loop Clothing, like LOOP Clothing, CLOTHING, NYC.com. And you can also message me on Instagram. It's Loop Clothing NYC on Instagram. On Facebook, same thing, Loop Clothing NYC. And yeah, those are my main. And I'm also on LinkedIn as well. Uh, not too active on the other platforms, which but I am on them, which is TikTok and Snapchat. I don't really do those. I got to find a couple of younger people to you know get active on those platforms for me, because I'm not too familiar with them.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah,
But
it's
yeah, you can go on and look for Loop Clothing NYC.
okay. Yeah,
Uh
it's
huh.
like I'm not. I know Gary. I've watched Gary V talk about you need to be you need to promote or you need to make content that's geared toward each of those platforms. And it's like I just make my post on Instagram, and right there you have the option of putting it on the same thing on Facebook and Twitter. So I just click those buttons and bam, once and it's all done. I don't even I as of yet I haven't bothered with figuring out each separate platform and the way it goes. But all right, yeah, definitely, and I'll have to get all that, and I'll tag your. I'll have to put your contact info in my post here.
That's what's up. I really appreciate that.
Yeah,
Really do.
definitely. And I want to thank you very very much for being on the show today. And can we get a selfie real quick?
Of course, of course.
All right, yeah, just right on, right on. All right, there we go.
All right.
Sweet. All right, that'll work. Yeah, just thank you very much for being on the show today and promoting your brand of positivity with Loop Clothing NYC. And I'm just so grateful that we could make this connection and you come on the show today.
Yeah, thank you too. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it, man. It was awesome.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And it's like we'll of course stay in contact, and I'll probably be back to you for some more shirts.
Yes, all right. That's what's up, man. And I would love to have you on my podcast as well, man. It would be dope to have you on too.
All right, that'll be sweet. I didn't know you had a podcast, but I'm
Yeah, I haven't
down.
been I haven't been too active on it, but I plan to start back very soon, and so yeah, like gonna be one of my first guests on there.
Right on, right on. Well, thank you very much, and I I'm honored to be thought of like that. And yeah, I just want to tell you and everyone else just thanks for being here. Thanks for watching, listening. And I want y'all to stay kind, optimistic, and grateful, and have a phenomenal day and phenomenal week. And I'll see you next time. And with that, I'm out. Later.
Peace.